I now have the honor of inviting the chief guest of the day, His Excellency Mr. Vipul, Consul General of India in Dubai. He joined the Indian Foreign Service in 1998. He has served in the Indian Commission in Cairo, Colombo, and Geneva. In his diplomatic career, he has dealt with diverse areas including political and commercial relations, development, disarmament, internal security, and media. Between 2014 and 17, he worked with the External Affairs Minister of India. Mr. Vipul did his graduation in mechanical engineering from IIT Delhi. He also holds an MBA from the Indian School of Business, Hyderabad. He is married to Ms. Kirti, and they have two lovely children. Mr. Vipul, for you here.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, let me pay my respects to Pujya Brahmavihari Swamiji, who has blessed all of us with his presence here today morning. Let me also congratulate Mr. Dominic, President of FSAI, and all the office bearers who have put together this brilliant show. Going by the locales in which PACC has been happening in the past few years, I think you have chosen another great location this year, being in Dubai. And earlier, as was said, the PACC has happened in Thailand, in Goa, in Jaipur. So going by all these fantastic locations that you do your conference, if not for fire safety, but for locations, I'm happy to become a FSAI member whenever you want me to. But I think, more seriously, I think Dubai is a great location for Indians. I think it makes sense for PACC to do its conference here in Dubai. In terms of numbers, Indians are the largest community in UAE at about 3.3 million. And of these 3.3 million, there are a lot many who are directly engaged in professions where fire safety would be a very important factor. We have almost 60 to 70% of our population in UAE engaged in, are basically workers, a lot many engaged in the construction sector, whether it be of buildings, of roads and other infrastructure. But we also have a lot many Indians who are in very influential position of decision makers in businesses, and several businessmen who are running very big businesses. And in all these, when you consider the factors of fire safety or of security, I think there is much to learn from Dubai, and there is much that we can give, especially through the Indian community, to UAE in terms of all these issues. Your conference is focused on fire safety and on security. I think, as was said, given the developments which are happening in India or in UAE, the construction activity that keeps happening, the new malls, the new hotels, the new buildings, the new universities, schools which keep coming up, there is much to give and take. And I think this conference would be an important factor, will play an important role in that direction of exchange of ideas, of exchange of perhaps technologies that are coming up in the area of fire safety. A few months back, I was at the Intersec, where India had a very large participation, and I was very happy to see some of the new technologies, some of the new products which are coming out of India on these areas, and I'm sure that we will keep making a mark in this industry, which is very, very important, not only for India and UAE, but across the world. I think fire safety is something on which a lot of work has already happened. But of course, new products keep coming up. But I think on security, the situation is far more complex, and I think any exchange of ideas internationally should be very helpful to everyone. The geopolitical situation is such that we will keep discovering new threats to security. You have today a variety of factors on security that you have to consider. It's not only about an intruder suddenly coming into your location, but you also have the threat of terrorism, you have the cyber issues, you have the other issues in terms of, let's say, space security, the drones hovering up, a number of things which are happening globally. And I think exchange of ideas, exchange of technologies is something that everyone will require across the countries. So I wish this conference all success. I'm sure in the 2 or 3 days that you are going to sit together, you will elicit a good participation also from Indians who are based here and all of you who have come from India. I'm sure there will be a lot to talk about and you will have a good conference. Originally, I was not supposed to come for the conference, but Brahmavihari Swamiji said, no, you have to come, and I'm very happy that I came and met all of you. And I really look forward to his sermon, his discourse that we always have the pleasure of. He is the main person, I would say, behind the Abu Dhabi Hindu Temple, which is coming up. That's a great marker of India-UAE friendship and partnership that has developed so well, especially in the past 5 years under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi on our side and the great support of the leadership of UAE. So I really look forward to listening to him, and I'm very happy once again to be with all of you, and I wish all of you great success. Thank you very much.